Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, AUN board members present, President Lejeune Quisenberry, invited dignitaries, deans of AUN schools, faculty and staff members, graduating class of 2017, AUN alumni and continuing students, media outlets present, beloved parents and family members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all and welcome to AUN. Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America and a renowned author, once said, "There are no gains without pains." I believe we can all relate to this statement, be it the pains of studying very far from your home and your loved ones, dealing with scary courses like physics or cost accounting, senior research projects, trying to understand why Turnitin would go as far as highlighting your name on your own term paper, or especially for those of us that are not Northerners, the reaction that you always get when you try to convince people that even though AUN is in the North, it's actually very, very safe. All these struggles and challenges have served as a catalyst to shape us into the better versions of ourselves that we have become over the years spent here at AUN. Looking back at our freshman year, most of us might have had the dreams of studying abroad. Some were so shy, especially during class presentations. Some probably had no clue of what major to choose and so kept changing majors. But look where we are today. We have persevered through all the odds, made something beautiful out of the struggle, and are today gathered with families, friends, and faculty members, about to be conferred our respective degrees. We are like raw gold that has been refined by the rigors of AUN. Today, as we reflect on who we have become, we must appreciate all those who have impacted positively on us all through the journey so far and made our stay here at AUN worthwhile. Many thanks to all the administrators, faculty, and staff throughout the university who have provided support and encouragement along the way and helped make our stay most comfortable. We say keep up the good work you are doing. No ocean of words can fully express our gratitude for your services. Unlike many seated here, I never imagined I would be lucky enough to attend a grand school such as AUN. This is because I come from a family of modest average income. My journey started from a very small town called Onyinye in Enugu North local government area of Enugu State. I can remember that day in my primary school like it was just yesterday. One of our teachers, Mrs. Chibuoke, had just died, and this made us very sad. On that same day, her body was to be laid to rest. Two representatives from the Sheikh Musa Eradua Foundation, whom I later got to know to be Miss Rose Ugoji and Mr. Darren Ben, came to my primary school to select the best boy and the best girl for a scholarship award examination. What made this opportunity particularly special for me was because while I was in primary 5, a couple of well-wishers had advised that I skipped primary 6 because to them, I would be just fine going straight to secondary school. Thank God, if I am permitted to say, that I was able to convince myself that there was absolutely no need to rush. As God would have it, I emerged successful and was chosen alongside a good friend of mine, Franklin Aziujali, from Enugu State. It was at this point that I met Madam Jacqueline W. Faris, the Director General of the Sheikh Musa Eradua Foundation, and Chief Dubem Onyinye, who is a member of the Board of Trustees of the Sheikh Musa Eradua Foundation, and who coincidentally also hails from my village. They both have influenced my life positively and never got tired of supporting and mentoring me, and I thank you both very much. Winning the Sheikh Musa Eradua Foundation Merit Scholarship was truly the turning point of my life, as it exposed me to so many new things and different experiences, especially because Prior to this scholarship, I honestly only knew Adamawa Yola from social studies classes and from reciting the 36 states and capital. But on starting my secondary school education here at AUN Academy, I really came to understand and appreciate what really makes Nigeria beautiful, and that is our richly diverse cultures. At first, I was homesick and cried, and sometimes because I missed my family so dearly. I thank God for the wonderful schoolmates and great teachers I had in my secondary school. In loving memory, I also want to thank Ms. Krista McKee, whose belief in me made me believe more in myself. I can remember her words during my secondary school graduation. She told me, "Dear Immaculata, you are a beautiful and brilliant young woman. May God provide you with all you need to live to your full potential. I know you are invincible." These words helped me grow into a woman she would have been very proud of. After my secondary school graduation, and by God's grace, I was once more fortunate enough to be awarded a full university scholarship to study petroleum chemistry here at AUN. To be frank, it was easier to quickly adapt here than when I first got into secondary school, thanks to the AUN New Student Orientation Program that was organized for us. An African proverb says, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." Ladies and gentlemen, during my time at AUN, I have also been privileged to meet people that have added great value to my life and have been with me throughout my journey here at AUN. While they are too numerous to mention here, I am forever grateful for the encouragement and support of all AUN faculty members, especially the petroleum chemistry faculty members in the persons of Dr. Bolade Agbola, Dr. Linus Okoro, Dr. Wan Jinjan, Dr. Obioma Uche, Engineer Ifoma, and Dr. Victoria Adams. All AUN staff members and my great friends, especially John Paul Ofo, the petroleum chemistry boss ladies in the persons of Hassan Avatsa, Precious Yakubu, Fatima Aliyu, Khadija. I have grown to love and admire you all throughout my time here. You might wonder why I narrated my story. It is not to flaunt, but to tell you that the story of one is the story of all, and the story of all, the story of one. If there is one thing I hope to have successfully passed across by my story, it is that where one comes from is not the sole determinant of the height one can reach in life. After today, class of 2017, we will be faced with the realities of adult life, like graduate school applications, job search, marriage, and so on. And probably, many of us graduating today have already started asking ourselves these questions. What is my next step? What is my next step in life? How do I move on from AUN? Who can I become? I may not have all the answers you need, but one thing I am sure of, however, is that as we have come this far, we can still go very far in life. There are some graduating today that if asked where they see themselves in the next 5 years, they will be able to say exactly what they will be doing. They have it all figured out. To me, this is a very commendable quality. On the other hand, there are some that literally do not know what the next steps are after today. Well, guess what? It is very normal to not have it all figured out yet. To get overwhelmed when people say, "Congrats, you have made it," but deep down, you cannot tell where the road leads to from here. In order to suggest an answer to the big question of how do we truly know what our next steps should be, I would like to refer to a chart in the form of a Venn diagram that I saw once and that illustrates how to discover one's dream job. The diagram had 4 circles. In the first was written talent. That is something you're good at. Second was passion, something you love doing. The third was career, something that can earn you money. And at the center of the other circles was the 4th one, written your dream job. It really sparked my interest because to me, The illustration had a lot to say. We are very lucky to be graduating from a school that provides students with diverse platforms to develop both academic-wise and extracurricular-wise. Throughout our stay in AUN, we must have all been involved in one or two activities, be it Student Government Association, Campus Activities Board, tutorials, graphic designs, business management exercises, and the like. I believe that while partaking in one or two of the aforementioned activities, we may have discovered that we have a special interest in one or more of those activities. Who knows? This could be where your talent and passion lie. After you have successfully identified where your passion and talent lie, as in the dream job chart, next is to look for things you need to do to strengthen your talent in order to be the best at what you do. Those things you need to do to strengthen them could be postgraduate studies in a particular field, going for special trainings, being self-taught, and so on. Trust me, if you are that good, people will definitely seek your services, and you will in no time start making your cool cash, at the same time having fun with what you're doing. Furthermore, I urge you all to know that what you studied in school must not be what you continue with, should you find a passion outside what you studied in school. Remember, interest drives passion, and passion is what keeps us forging ahead against all challenges. And believe you me, life is filled with challenges. Passion has helped great inventors to improve our world immensely compared to what it was decades ago. If it has helped them, I believe it can also greatly help us. To end, I wish to thank our family members and well-wishers for their support while at AUN. May God replenish it 1,000-fold, and we implore you to never get tired of supporting, encouraging, loving us unconditionally, and praying for us, even though we sometimes may be strong-headed. I also wish to, in a special way, thank Dr. Maggie Ensign for imbibing the spirit of community service into us, and our dear founder, His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar Turakin Adamawa, for making us all a part of his vision of a development university. Sir, you have truly brought out the gold in us. Thank you. To my fellow graduating students, and in the words of one of my favorite authors, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, we cannot always bend the world into the shape we want, but we can try. We can make a concerted and real and true effort. Always just try, because guess what? You just never know. AUN has done its part by training and preparing us. Now we must go into the world armed with experiences and be good ambassadors of AUN, representing excellence, integrity, and service. Thank you all.